Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome into another episode of Capturing the Game. It's the Game Within the Game podcast featuring me, your host is Desmond Jones, and my man's the one and only Juwan Polo Man Stewart. Today we got another special guest in the building, but before we talk about today's guest, we want to remind the audience and listeners that Capturing the Game is presented by Capture Sports Agency, where the CEO and founder is Shanta Smith Jones. Now that we got the introductions out the way, let's go ahead and talk about today's guest. Today, I present to you an overseas professional basketball player. Her name is Maya Brewer. Maya, how you doing today?
I'm good. Glad to be here.
Yeah, look, I'm happy to be here. You know, it feels like it's really been a minute since we really recorded. We kind of went on hiatus from recording just because I was trying to finish my master's up. You know, I didn't really see Juwan since his birthday. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I must have done something wrong that night, or I must have been whooping him in space too badly. But I haven't seen him, so I haven't seen him since that night.
Come on, man. Come on now. That's preposterous. Don't do this today. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. It's a new month. We start off a new month. Don't do this. Don't do this.
You're right.
To get on you. Don't do this.
My bad. All right. So look, I'm gonna ease up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go in on my man's right now. I'll say that for later. We got many more episodes coming. So I want Juwan around here for the long run. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to kick him off because of my idiocy. So
if I get fired, I guess that's the only thing, huh?
Oh well, I mean, I'm more likely to get fired than you are.
Oh man.
But
Maya, how are you though?
Yes.
I'm good. I can't complain.
Well, yeah, Maya, let's go ahead and kick off this podcast. Maya, can you go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
My name is Maya Brewer. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I graduated from North Kansas City High School. I went on to go play 2 years at a community college called Steph Curry Community College. Then after that, I went on to go play at Wichita State University for 2 years, and ended up graduating with my bachelor's in science in criminal justice with a minor in sociology. And after that, I got to pursue my dream in playing basketball overseas. And I just finished my second year pro. Kind of, yeah.
So how was it at Wichita State?
Wichita State, I'm not gonna lie, Wichita State was good. It was okay. Everybody has their own opinions when it comes to the years that I was there. But I would just say the positive things that I took from Wichita State would just be the relationships and the bonds that I got to build with my teammates. We're still close and, still in contact. So I cherish that. I went through a lot of adversity. So I would say going through that, I learned a lot about myself and just a lot of things to take into the future to get through, certain situations that may occur.
Okay. How was your Juco experience? Because I know you did Juco, right?
Yes.
So how was it? Like, how was that experience? Because most people, when they graduate from high school, some people do the Juco route and are not successful. But it seems like you are, because you did your time at Juco, you went on to Wichita, and then you went on to play overseas basketball. So, tell us about your Juco experience.
Honestly, I love my Juco experience. Anytime anybody asks me about Juco, I'll always say I'm a Juco product. It helped me really build my confidence and just really get into the grind part and my own self-development, my own skill development, just really, taking the time out and really putting in the work. It's no joke when you're playing, playing a community college, because you got everybody trying to do the same thing. Everybody's trying to go D1, D2, so you just gotta you just gotta hoop. I feel like a lot of people downplay Juco. A lot of people try to avoid going Juco, but I feel like Juco really helps people build their character. It helps you with your confidence. It helps you with your attitude, coachability, just being be able to take constructive criticism, because a lot of those coaches in that community is they're really, it's a tough love situation. They're not gonna sit there and, baby you or, you know, oh, let's go work on this in the gym, or let's work on this today. Like when we got in the gym, we were working on just like plays, scrimmaging, trying to build the chemistry, anything besides like when it came to like skill development, working on like, ball handling and going against like the second level of the defense, like just the little things you got to work on. We weren't working. We didn't focus on that at all. Like you had to get in the gym yourself and, build anything that you were lacking and perfect all that. So I feel like it definitely built my character a lot, and like I gained a lot of confidence in JUCO.
Okay. Would you recommend JUCO to others that are trying to pursue like that professional basketball career? Like maybe if they're not getting a scholarship or not getting looked at by the schools that they want to, be looked at, do you recommend like people, you should definitely go to JUCO route because, look at me, I'm a product of JUCO. It's a dog eat dogs world out there. It's tough nails, tough nose. Everyone plays hard because everyone's scrapping and fighting. They're trying to get to the next level. For all that being said, would you recommend others like, definitely don't be discouraged doing the JUCO route?
100%. I definitely recommend people to go JUCO first, especially coming straight out of high school. I feel like nowadays it's a lot of kids, they're so stuck on like, oh, I want to go D1. I have to go D1 straight out of high school. If I don't go D1, oh, like I'm not gonna make it. Like that. D1 is just, it's just D1. Like there's a lot of D1s out there that aren't. I have respect for every level, like NAIA, D2, D1, like JUCO. Like I've gone through all those processes. Like everybody has their own story, so I'm not gonna sit here and downgrade, like degrade somebody because they went JUCO first, or they're going to the NAI. Like I feel like there's a lot of D2s that could give D1s a lot of like a run for their money. Like everybody has their own story, so I personally recommend people going JUCO if they're struggling going D1 or D2 out of high school, because I feel like it helps you, gain that confidence and just having that like grit mindset and consistency. Like people coming out of JUCOs are just like a different breed, I guess, to me.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I know a lot of D1, JUCO players that like moved and transitioned on like other programs, and they are the quite festy bunch at the end of the day. Like they're a whole nother level. They got that like that grit mentality that just, you're not gonna take this from me because I don't fought this hard. You're not about to just take this little, whatever from me at this point. Like, so I definitely understand that for sure. Going to an NAIA D2 school, like I've seen just that transition alone. Like it's like, okay, wow, all right, cool.
Right.
So how was, so you did your time at Wichita. I said that like it's a jail time. You did your time at Wichita. Well, anyways, no.
Mm-hmm. You said it like that.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I ain't trying to downplay no school. You know what I'm saying? But you did your time at Wichita, and then you did your first year overseas, and then you did another year overseas. So talk to us about your overseas experience. What was it like your very first time compared to the second time that you went overseas?
My first year was doing COVID, so it was a really weird experience. When I got there, I feel like I was expecting something different, but it was just like a kind of like a culture shock in a way, because like when you get there, it's a total different world. It's a total different world, total different atmosphere. Like you just walking into like people, like a whole new world where you're like not used to seeing people. Like I got there and like people were like super, super like, friendly, smiling all the time, like, walking up to you, just staring, just curious. And the play is just like different, I guess, compared to like playing in the States. Every sport is taken seriously. But when you go across the sea, like they only like really care about like football, which is soccer. So like when it comes to practicing, like they're not sitting here working on things that like the things that we would work on back in the States. Like they're not sitting there working on that. Like they expected me to come in and be that role model for the team. Like what they were seeing me do, they're like, okay, like we're gonna do what Maya's doing, or like we're just watching her, seeing how she's carrying herself and all like that. Like it's just, I guess it's a pro atmosphere. Like they weren't just like sitting here trying to like, work on all these different things. Like we're just, I don't know how to really get into detail. It's a lot that I could really go into. It's just a lot.
No, it's okay that you go if you go into it, if you pick a lane and you want to talk about what was the country that you went to your first year?
I went to Nicosia, Cyprus.
I'm trying to I'm trying to
slow that.
no, I'm trying to think about where that could be on the map. You know?
I was like, I didn't know if you got exactly what I said. Nicosia, Cyprus. I mean, Cyprus is. It's like it's right next to Turkey. Actually, like there's they have like a border area. Like you.
Yeah, I know what you was talking when you said it.
Separates Turkey, Cyprus. So it's literally
Yeah.
right next to Turkey.
Okay, Juwan is a little more geographically.
Yeah, I know what she said. Cyprus. I was like, oh, okay, she's close to like I knew it was like around Turkey, but not exactly where Turkey was. I knew it was close to that vicinity though. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I ain't the one. Look, I still use GPS in the same city that I've been living in for like the past 10 years. So
it's okay.
Oh man.
Okay, so that was your first year. So talk to us about your second year playing ball overseas. Was it different from compared to your first year, or was it like, you knew what to expect going in, your second year compared to your first year?
My second year compared to my first year, I felt like I knew exactly what I needed to do. I went into my second year knowing what it was going to take to, keep building my resume, climb the market when it came to like different teams and just like people looking at me and like trying to, probably like pick me up or something. Like I was just focused on my stats, my consistency, a leader in a way, because when you go overseas, like you have to learn the languages and like you have to really stand out when you get to a team because they already have their relationships and like their chemistry with those people already because like they've been playing with each other since like they were little. So I'm walking into a situation where like I have to show them like I'm able to like fit, like not fit in, but like I can play with you guys, but like I can also teach you guys something that I like the things that I know and we could play as a team and be successful. So just coming in with the mindset like not trying to be like too nervous and overthink everything, just trying to just go with the flow.
There's a lot of pressure attached to that, like especially coming from America, that I'm assuming most countries have this like stigma of American players. I'm assuming. I'm not saying that's the truth, but I'm just assuming. But yeah, like is that like there has to be a lot of weight on your shoulders coming in, like especially rookie season. Like you like, all right, this is, and they already got this. Oh, she thinks she's the hot shot around here, whatever already.
Yeah. So like when I was my first year overseas, I don't feel like I didn't feel any pressure at all. Like it was me like, I'm like, okay, like I'm here, I'm finally here. This is something that I've been dreaming to do all my life. I know how to do it. So I'm just going to go in here and, prove myself right and like show everybody what I can do. And I was just ready to just play and, have a good time, enjoy like the culture, enjoy the experience, like, traveling the world and stuff. So when I was going into my first year, I didn't feel any pressure at all. I wasn't overthinking my next play, my next anything. I was just there to play, but also leave a mark. But when I went into my second year, I felt a lot of pressure because I'm like, okay, I'm about to go into my second year. This is a bigger team. This is like a bigger league. Like I really had to be on my P's and Q's. Like I can't sit here and just like have an off game one day and then the next day, drop 30. Like I have to have a good game every single game, good practices every single practice. I can't take possessions off or play defense then play or not. Like I had to really be on it. And you're right when you say like they have this this thing when it comes to Americans coming over there. They feel like you're an American or you're supposed to be like Michael Jordan coming in there like dunking and doing all these tricks and stuff. Like yes, like they think all of that. So you can't, I guess you have to impress them every day. To me, that's what I feel like.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like that's pressure. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's pressure on us no matter where we go. Like we just carry weight no matter where we are. It's all eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. This is how I feel. So okay. So with you playing, basketball so long, what does basketball mean to you? Like why is it so special to you? Why is why is basketball something that you pursue and you love?
Basketball, basketball is something that I love because it was always an outlet for me for like when like I felt like I wanted to escape anything that I was going through. Like basketball has always been my escape, like my zen, something that I can just always go to when I feel angry or upset, like I'm going through anything. Like I just feel like basketball has always been my escape, like my home, my safe place. So I cherish it and I love it so much because it's just always been there for me, like no matter what I was going through. And like I could always perfect anything that I like, it was something that I could always get better in. And so I could always perfect something when it came to it, or like I was just good at it. Like, and like the more I got good at it, the more I was like, I could really do something with this. Like I can go far with this. And I was like, I just had my mind set on, you know, going D1. And then after D1, I was like, I want to go overseas. And I did have to, like, I did dream about going to WNBA, but I wasn't like too pressed about it. I was just like, I really want to travel the world and play basketball. So once I got that, and once I like finally accomplished my dream, it was like kind of like, it was like I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe I was getting on a plane to go across the country, like across the water. I was like I was just in Juco like the other day. Like I was just in Juco the other day, and like now I'm going to go play professional basketball. Like I can say I'm a professional basketball player. Like that literally it blows me every day. I just can't believe it.
No, that's what's up. I mean, look, I wish I was skilled enough to do those type of things because it's fun. Like it's fun competing, it's fun being on the court, it's fun playing sports in general, and you get an opportunity to do something that you love. It's incredible. You don't trade that feeling away for anything at all. What motivates you? So what motivates you to practice and do the things you need to do in order to be successful in the game of basketball?
I feel like what motivates me most is just making my family proud of me. Like I always want to make my mom proud and just like show her I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to, and that like I'm not gonna stop until I do it. So when every single time I would, accomplish something when I was growing up, or playing basketball, you accomplish anything like getting rewards, or just anything, I would just always see her like be really happy for me. And so like just seeing her happy about it, and like my family always just being my number one fan and just supporting me, like that's really what like makes my day and like just motivates me the most. And like just being able to like inspire like people and like girls who were playing with me when I was in high school, or like JUCO or something, like anything, like I feel like just showing them like they can do it too. Like I feel like that's what it's really about. Like like just trying to inspire and show people that when you have a dream or you want to do something, like you can do it. You just have to put in the work. Like the only person who's stopping you is you. It's always you versus you.
Yeah. The greatest enemy is myself.
Thanks.
Always, always, always think about that. But I lost my train of thought. No, okay. So what
Yeah,
I
no.
look
That boy
I
getting
took
old. Oh
chill,
man,
chill,
you
chill,
Skip
chill,
Bayless,
chill.
boy. You getting old on me, man.
I
Come on,
am,
man. Look, come
man.
on.
Look, this little rust is still falling off right now. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But what advice would you give to someone playing in college and also playing professionally? Like what piece of advice would you want to give and leave to the younger generation, quote unquote?
I mean, I don't think it's just one quote that I would say. Mm, I would just,
It don't have to be a quote. It could just be whatever advice you want to give.
I would just tell anybody who is trying to, fulfill their dreams or, just do anything in life that they want. Like I would just say, like, just stay true to yourself and just stick to it. Like, don't get discouraged because like you're facing a whole bunch of obstacles and like you just feel like you just can't get through it. Like I feel like you just gotta push through it and like just don't give up. Like don't let anybody take anything from you that you already like that you've already installed in yourself. Like nobody can take that from you. So I feel like a lot of people, a lot of players, when it comes to playing sports, I feel like a lot of them get discouraged when they're not getting enough playing time or um, they didn't make the JV team, the varsity team, like they're on the B team. I feel like when people get stuck in situations, they let that situation stay. And like they feel like, oh, woe is me, like I'm just gonna like, just stay here and, not do anything about it. But I feel like there's always a test, there's always a lesson to learn. And so when you take what you're going through and you really, really like sit there and think about everything, like what can I learn from this? Like what can I do to get out of the situation? I feel like that's where you really build the most character and overcome it and just stay true to yourself, I guess. And I don't know, I feel like your biggest enemy is yourself at the end of the day. Like I don't really let anybody tell me what I can't do, like, or tell me where I can't go. Like, I feel like I feel like I have a lot of confidence in myself, so I don't really let people sit here and tell me like, oh, like I don't think she's gonna be able to make it to like the big leagues, like go overseas. Like I had a lot of people telling me that, or like they didn't expect me to be as successful going through JUCO. Like they thought that I was just gonna like go through JUCO and just graduate with my associates. I was like, I don't know why you thought that. Like I'm gonna go D1, and after D1 I'm gonna go overseas. Like I wasn't about to let anybody try to like predict my future. Like I knew what I was gonna do. So I feel like if you know your mission, like like if you know what you're gonna do, if you know what you want to do, I just say stick to it. I don't know. I feel like I'm ranting, but I don't know.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I wish I would have known that advice or had that advice or someone tell me that advice when I was younger. Like, because the reason why I stopped playing basketball, like for like on that level, was because I had a middle school coach tell me like, hey, you weren't good enough, and I'm like, man, I was getting like I felt like I was playing good, like I had like 10 points in a little pickup game we was playing, like I was doing my thing,
Right.
and then I got cut, and I was like, what's going on? Like I'm confused. So like, mentally they like took me. But then once I got older, it's like you said, your enemy is yourself. Like now I'm like, I wish somebody would tell me I can't do something. Like, all right, I'm gonna sure I can do that plus some. And then you're gonna look at me and be like, yeah, he did that. Sure did. And I'm gonna do it again. Like, you know. So I definitely understand. That's great advice, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I can't tell you how many times like I've count myself out because I told myself I couldn't do something or someone else told me that I couldn't do something. And so I try to put on something upon myself like either I got two choices. Either I'm gonna listen to them or I'm gonna prove them wrong. And sometimes I listen to them, sometimes I prove them wrong. So it just really depends on what the situation was, what the circumstances was, and what was for me to gain at the end of the day. So I mean, some battles were fighting, some battles like, all right, I see your point. I appreciate the opinion. You know what I'm saying? You may be right, but I mean, like I said, it's pretty solid advice for anybody in general.
Yeah. I feel like it's really it really happens a lot though, especially when it comes to sports. Like a lot of people are like talking about like the whole the mental health situation now with sports and how like it's not like nobody's really taking it serious. And I feel like it's nobody understands exactly what like student athletes go through. Like a lot of people have this outlook on like this assumption that student athletes have it way better than a regular student going to school, but they have no idea what we actually go through on a daily basis. Like waking up, gotta go to class. After class, I gotta go to another class. After another class, I gotta go to another class. And then I gotta go to study hall. And after study hall, I gotta go straight to practice, maybe even try to run to go get some food at the cave and then run back to practice and then practice for 3, maybe even 4 hours, and then go to study hall again. And then I go home, then try to study at home, do my homework, and then wake up and repeat. And then you have to add in games, weights, and then you have to add in the mental part where you could be a player who's prospering, going no issues with practicing, no issues with like the coaches or like plenty of time, like you could do no wrong. But when it comes to those bench players who are trying to prove themselves every practice or try to get to the spot where they see the starting fives are, I feel like that's what really affects a lot of players because like they get really discouraged and feel like they can't get out of the situation, and that's where the mental part comes in, like the depression, I don't feel like I'm good enough, or like how did I get here, to get to play the game that I love, but I'm not playing at the potential that I thought I really could, or like it's just a lot of things to like that people like that players like overthink about and just have to go through. So that's where like I feel like my advice that I'm trying to like, that I would give those people like those players is just like stay true to yourself, and focus on your mental health because like your mental comes before everything. Because if you're not mentally stable, then you can't play at your fullest potential. Like you can't perform, you can't produce because you're not okay. So I just feel like you just gotta stay true to yourself and don't let anybody take anything from you.
Yeah, man. She preaching. Look, she preaching. Where am I? I'm gonna use it. There we go. Yeah. Maya, don't give me that look. She over here laughing at us.
She said, "I know he didn't just blow his air horn." So Maya, let me ask you this. So like when you're not on the court, like what's the things that you do like outside of basketball? So like just to maybe to break the mental, to keep it, so you don't have the insanity of just basketball. Now, like some people I get are basketball, but what do you do outside of it, off the court?
I like to get out. I like to like go on adventures. Like I'm a real nature kind of person. Like I like to go to the lake and just like, watch the water, just like I just like to be still, like when it comes to like, like going out and like just calming myself, calming my thoughts. I like to meditate, when I go to the lake or something. Write poetry. I don't know. I think I'm just more like an adventure type. Like I don't like to sit in the house. Like if I get a day off from basketball, best believe you're going to catch me like going to the lake, going to the movies. I'm trying to go to the arcade. I'm trying to go eat. I'm trying to go get some shoes. I'm trying to go do something. Like I'm not going to just be sitting in the house. I'm not an introverted person at all. Like sometimes I have my days where I'll sit there and, watch Netflix all day or just chill. But most of the time you're gonna catch me out somewhere doing something. I won't say in the club. I'm just saying you're gonna see me out. You're gonna see me out.
Yeah, outside, but she's not outside. She just outside.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I got you. I follow. I got you. And you said you like shoes. You're a big shoe person. So what's your go-to shoe?
My go-to?
Like, you got everybody got that one brand, that one player or brand that they go to. Like, I gotta have my Kobe's. Like, I'm a Kobe person, so I had to have the Kobe's. And they said they're gonna stop making them. I was like, oh no, come on, I gotta buy some Kobe's. Come on now. Then they brought them back, so I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay, I would say anything Jordan or Nike. That's my like. I gotta have my Jordans. I gotta have my Jordan lows. Like I gotta have those.
What's your favorite Jordan?
Oh, that's hard. I can't pick one.
Okay, give me your top two then.
Top two.
Yeah, that's petty.
The 11s.
Okay, the 11s. I like the 11s too. Okay.
The 11s, and I'm obsessed with the Jordan lows. Like,
really?
I just can't go without them. Like, they're just like so clean to me. I don't really like the high tops. I feel like they don't really go with everything. But if you have like a pair of Jordan lows, like that's tough. Gotta have them.
Is there a particular colorway?
You gotta go to the colorway.
It's not really a particular colorway with me. Like, I love all colors. So you might see me in a pair of Jordan lows that got the whole rainbow on it.
Oh, okay.
Or just green and black, or just black and red. I'm not really like a solid color type. Like, I like all colors.
Okay, now let me ask you this: if you're a Jordan aficionado,
Okay.
now I got a friend that's a Jordan sneakerhead too. Now he says after the retros, he has bought nothing since the retros. Is this a factual? Do you not buy anything? Like, you don't buy the 29s or the 28s? You only buy the retros? This is true.
28. Okay.
He got like a 30th anniversary one. Like, they got the 30s. You don't buy those.
I'm not one of those kind of people.
Okay.
And honestly, like, I'm not just a Jordan person. Like, I like all brands. Like,
okay.
I feel like when it comes to Jordans, like, everybody's wearing them. So, like, I'm not the type of person that, like, oh, I see somebody in those shoes, I like to look different. So I'm not one of those old heads when it comes to the Jordans.
Okay. So what are your like favorite Adidas pair of shoes that you like to rock?
Adidas?
You said, look, hold up. You said all brands, so you ain't you said all brands, so I'm working on different brands.
Okay. So okay, we talking Adidas. Okay, so
oh my God.
Kanye has Yeezy, so Adidas. I like Yeezy slides. That's pretty much it when it comes to Adidas. You could have said any brand, but you said Adidas. Like, come on,
now. Desmond, you funny, boy. You said that so convincingly too. So what about Adidas? You gonna lean into the mic. What about Adidas?
Look, she said all brands.
What about Adidas? You put the
I was curious. Look, I was curious. I was trying to figure out. I was like, what about Adidas? I definitely leaned in. I was trying to figure it out.
Them is Kanye. Kanye is saving Adidas right now.
God, man.
Literally. He's carrying them on their back.
Yeah, I haven't heard too many people rock Adidas since like the Rose, whatever D Rose shoes that was like rocking at the time. Even then, that wasn't much.
Yeah, I haven't hooked in Adidas since like high school when they had like the crazy light colorway going out. Like those shoes, I like. Ever since then, they just kind of fell down. We're not gonna do that to Adidas because we can't even get the sponsorship now. There's like, you got me over here talking stuff about.
Look, we can decide to blurt that out if we need to, and we can scrub this from existence if we need to.
You're gonna have to hit like a good minute and 30 because we just kind of went in on them.
It may get left in. We'll see. So okay, so let me ask you about this. Have you had any mentors along the way that's helped you, to get to where you are today?
Mentors, I wouldn't necessarily call them mentors. I would just say I have a really good support system when it comes to like my friends and like my teammates, like from college. Like they're always like trying to reassure me that like Maya, like you got this, just encouraging me, like not letting me second guess not letting me second guess myself or any decisions. Like they're just always there to like, help me get through a lot of things that like I face or like I overthink about. I will say that when I signed with Miss Chantil here, he has definitely checked off all the boxes when it comes to being a really good agent and a friend and like a big sister in a way. So shout out to her.
Okay. Big shout out to her.
Yeah, shout
Yeah,
out to
shout,
you gotta
yeah,
get
shout
a
out
hand
to
clap. Get a hand clap. Gotta get a hand
You're
clap.
right. You're right about that.
Yes, sir. T.
Yeah, gotta get that in there. Yeah, you're late, but there you go. Yeah, we got it in there.
Yeah,
All right, you was late, but we got it in there. Okay, good.
We got it in there.
Good.
Oh, Lord.
It acts delayed every now and then.
Yeah, you was a little delayed, but we good though. We got it.
My bad.
I had your back.
Yeah.
I had your back.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
What's your go-to? Like, what do you listen to music pregame or like off court? Like, what's your go-to? What's your hype song that gets you going, like before a game, or songs for that matter?
Okay. See, I feel like this is something that a lot of people would just be shocked about when it comes to my pregame music.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a big fan of like, rap music. Like, talking about, I'm gonna just say I'm not a really big fan of the rap music. Like when it comes to pregame, I'm definitely listening to some R&B. Like I'm listening to Anniversary, I'm listening to Atomic Dog, like I'm listening to like the old R&B, like real groovy music type. I'm not if I'm really like I feel like I'm about to go in the game and I'm about to drop 25 plus, I'm gonna listen to Dreams and Nightmares before I go on the court. I gotta listen to it 3 times in a row before I go on the court.
3 times.
That's the one song. And then before I even go into listening to Dreams and Nightmares, I have to listen to Body Bag by Young and May. She just hits different. Like I feel like she was talking to me about how I'm gonna do the people on the court. What's gonna happen to the people on the court? So, I feel like that. But definitely I don't get to like the serious, hardcore music until like it's a little bit 15, 20 minutes before I gotta get on the court. I'm definitely listening to R&B, like slow music.
So that the first person I heard say that though, like a lot of people I heard, I had a friend, he played tennis and he was like, yeah, I listen to R&B before I get on the court. I was like, R&B though? He said relaxes me, makes me feel at ease. I was like, yes. I said, I've been listening to the wrong stuff then, because I'm listening to Chief Keef, I'm listening to all the hard stuff. He said, that's why you hitting it too hard. I said, well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe a little bit of aggression, anger, maybe a little bit. But I feel that. And you said Atomic Dog, like the Parliament song?
I'm sorry?
You said the Atomic Dog, like what song you talking about?
Like Atomic.
Yeah, Parliament. Oh, okay. I thought that's what you meant. Okay, yeah, the group. Okay, we're good then. All right. Okay.
I just imagine myself in the scene of the movie scene of was it Good Burger?
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed that one. That was nice. I like that. That's why I like that song.
Okay. Desmond don't know about none of that, so
That's what? Get out of here. Next question.
He don't know nothing about none of that.
That's not true. Good Burger's my movie.
No, you know about Good Burger, but you don't know about Atomic Dog. That's all I'm saying.
We can go to the next question. We're gonna plead the fifth. We're just gonna keep going here.
Okay, see, that tells me right there he don't know.
You gonna let you like that?
He don't know.
Hey, it's a love-hate relationship. You know what I'm saying? I threw jabs at him earlier, so he jabbed me back.
I said it's getting even now. Y'all been kind of throwing jabs around here.
Yeah, that's what we do. So we sometimes we punch at each other. And there's been other times that has been people come on the podcast and punch at us. We just gotta eat those. It's
not no more.
Not no more. They caught off game that day. We took some jabs.
Yeah, that was the second episode. We got hit.
Yeah, we got knocked out. We got back up, but we definitely got knocked. We definitely got knocked out. Like it was bad.
These sounds are gonna kill me.
Yo, this man, added like 4 more. I didn't even know you had that one. Oh my god!
But I told you, man, I always got to work on your craft. All right. What are some passion projects or things that you would like to pursue in the next couple of years to come?
Well, right now, I have been really working on my brand. Right now, it's called FR. Means everything happens for a reason. It's a clothing brand that I'm coming up with, and I'm really, really focusing on that right now. I want to get my message out about the meaning behind FR, what it what it means to me, and I just want people to hear my story, and I hope it'll inspire them to share theirs.
Solid. But now it's time for the game within the game. Part of our podcast is our rapid fire segment. So our very first question for you, Maya, is: are you ready to play?
Of course. All
right, here we go. Chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin, sugar cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip.
Snickerdoodle.
I feel like I'm in Snickerdoodle. Yeah.
Chocolate chip. Damn. Chocolate chip always.
I think that's a win for me there. That's
is
it 14-5? That's 14-5, brother. 14-5. I think that's what that's my thing. 14-5.
That's how I feel.
14.
That's how I feel.
14-5.
What do you have against chocolate chip cookies, Des?
No, I don't. And it's actually kind of bad because technically I cheat on oatmeal raisin cookies with chocolate chip cookies. So most of the time I may go, if I go somewhere, I'm getting like, let me get 2 chocolate chip, 1 oatmeal. It's just
you're just stringing oatmeal along. You might as well just let it on
go. I'll consider it.
Out of all cookies, though, you said oatmeal.
Yeah,
that's why he old. That's why I say he getting old. He old. He like oatmeal. He old brother.
Yeah, that's like
old man
right there. That's
old man. I love him, but he's an old man.
You gotta stick with the current generation, Des. You can't do that. You got to stay up to date. Oatmeal is not the way. It's never been the way. Ever.
I don't know about ever, but it's been part of the way.
Oh man. Woo. She getting you, boy. All right, your next one is TV shows or movies.
Movies.
What's your favorite movie?
Dreamgirls.
Wow.
Dreamgirls, 100%.
Did that quick. Dreamgirls.
Super quick.
Dreamgirls is like, you don't want to watch Dreamgirls with me because I'm going to be featured in the movie Dreamgirls when you're watching it with me. So
you know every line.
Every line.
That's like me with life. I know all the lines.
Boy, life is my movie.
Everything.
Do you get up dancing with them too?
Yes. I have my broom. I'm in the movie. In my head, I am in that movie with them when it comes to watching Dreamgirls. Yes.
Is there a specific character you are in that movie?
I'm Effie. 100%. I'm Effie. 100%. They disrespected her in there, and it just wasn't okay. So, and she was the best singer out of all of them. Like, how could you? And then they were sisters. Like, Effie's the number one, and so that's me.
Okay. All right. So going move basketball real quick. Who's your top 5 in the W right now?
Oh, okay. Can we? Okay.
Yeah.
I like this question. Okay, so are we talking like vets? Can I do rookies? Like anybody? Right?
Your top 5. Yeah. You could tell us how you want to deliver. If you want to separate out like that, that's cool. We ain't gonna hold you against this. Your top
you could
5.
say 2 teams if you want to do 2 teams, a rookie team and then a vet team. You can do it that way. It don't matter. However you want to do it.
I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna have to hurt some feelings here right here. Okay, and it's nothing personal. Okay, nothing personal. So you said top 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna start with a rookie. She just got in there, and I just feel like it's giving rookie of the year vibes. And I'm gonna go with Maya Hollingshed. That's my guy right there. So I'm gonna go with her. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Skylar. Skylar's a dog. Like, he's a dog. She had a whole baby, and then like she came back like it was nothing. Like, it was nothing. So I give her number 2. Number 3, she's not even in the WNBA anymore, and she would have been my number 1. But can I do this one or no? I can? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to say Maya Moore. Maya Moore is just, and I don't like her just because her name is Maya. And I already know I just mentioned other Maya, but Maya Moore is like the Michael Jordan of women's, like the Michael Jordan of WNBA. Like, that woman can do it all. Like, literally can score at all levels, and just her, like, she's so athletic. Like, she can do like those trick, like acrobat, like weird finishes. Like, she's tough. She's tough. Top tier. Okay, that's number 3. I'm gonna go with number 4, Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum is like, she's like smooth, like just nasty, like, whew. Like, I need, if y'all haven't watched a game or watched her, that's your assignment.
Yeah.
I need y'all to go watch a game and just watch her. Like, the girl is shifty, smooth, just clean. Like, her game is just clean. Number 5, I feel like I'm naming a lot of guards. So if I had to go with a post, like a legit 5, I think I'm gonna go with Asia Wilson. And I feel like I low-key just named the whole Las Vegas Aces team, but
Kinda.
that's okay. That's okay, because I am gonna say it now. The Las Vegas Aces are gonna win the whole thing this year. I got them in the finals. So, but Asia Wilson is like, man, I don't even know how to explain her. Like, she's just a bucket, like a bucket. Like, she just does it all. Like, she doesn't lack at all. Literally doesn't lack. She's a post, bringing up the ball in transition, coast to coast. Okay, she has a mid-range game out of this world, fadeaway game. Most post players have like weird releases. Like, she's giving guard release. Like, she's tough. She's tough. Top tier. Yes, definitely. So yeah, Asia Wilson. That's my 5. That's my last one.
But you said that the Aces are gonna win. This is what you
100%. 100%. If not the Aces, I put my money on Connecticut Suns because they have the whole team back. They got Courtney Williams back. You got John Quill. You got Natasha. You got AT back after the Achilles. And then she just went to work overseas too. And that's the only people that I really need to even mention because the whole team is a bucket. For real, for real. And then you add Tasha. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm telling you, if it's not the Aces, it's Connecticut Suns. So yes.
Okay. Look, we got our first predictions for the season. So we writing it down. We got in our notes.
Yeah. We need to figure out that draft situation we got to do too. Desmond, we got to figure out that draft.
Oh, we'll talk offline. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
Y'all are funny.
So now let's see here. Crossovers. Who's your favorite crossover?
Who
has the best crossover to you in your mind?
In the WNBA or the NBA?
It don't matter. Anybody, it don't matter.
The hardest crossover that I've seen, I'm gonna do NBA and WNBA.
Okay.
If you get crossed over by Kyrie, there's no coming back. Like that man is like the Lord of separation, like literally. Like there's no coming back. Don't even try to get back in front of the man. Like you're just done. It's over with. That's the number one for NBA. WNBA, I don't even know. I'm gonna do two. Okay, I'm gonna do two. So I'm gonna go with Erica Wheeler. That one right there. Yeah, she got some stuff in her bag. She got a full Duffy of crossover, separation moves, crossovers, anything. And then who else? Who really got Enrique? First of all, the real question should be crossover to pull up. Like that is hard. And Enrique has it. Like I'm talking about crossover in, like crossover, gather in. Like it's all in one motion. You cannot shut that down on here at all. At all. Yes, she got it. So yeah.
Okay. That's a solid pick. I ain't mad at them choices.
Okay.
Yeah. So who would you pick to have on your team, Sue Bird or DT?
I'm gonna go with DT. Only because she's a dog. Like she's still hooping right now. Been in the game for I can't even count on my hands how long she's been in the game for. And is doing it better than a lot of the young ones that are in the league right now. And she's just like a goat, like got a pure shot, like her release is just like untouchable. She's like the Steph Curry of women's basketball. If we really gonna be like specific with it, like she's definitely the Steph Curry because you just can't guard her and you really can't stop her. Like once she hits her first three, it's over with. Like she has it's green light. So I'm gonna do her. Yeah. DT.
I'm gonna go ahead and go into the next question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Breanna Stewart or Maya Moore?
No, you can't sit here and ask me like this.
I was about to say. I already knew what that answer was. That's why I wasn't gonna say that. I said, you go ahead and answer. I already know what you're gonna say.
I gotta ask for the record book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really put you can't put another person next to Maya Moore like that. She already said the Jordan. That's Jordan.
Okay, so this is kind of like doing this is kind of like the situation between when they talk about, LeBron being the greatest of all time and Michael Jordan. Like, that's kind of what it is. Because I'm not going to sit here and not Breonna Stewart, because she's a bucket. She's a bucket. But you really can't do that, Des. You cannot compare them. I can't even pick right now. Maya Moore, Breonna. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go with Maya. In shape, Maya. Okay, Maya been out the game for a minute. Okay. I'm not knocking her either, but I'm just saying in shape, Maya Moore. Breonna Stewart probably give her money right now. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Okay. So what was your favorite sports moment that you have ever seen or witnessed?
Does it have to include me?
Can?
Ooh. That's hard. Does it have to be one?
Two?
Two? Okay. I guess we do two. I guess I can narrow it down. Okay, so number one was my sophomore year at Juco. No, my freshman year at Juco. We were playing our rival team, Moberly, and we were down 2, and it was about 10 seconds to go. Now, my freshman year, I was kind of struggling to get a decent amount of playing time. I got a good amount of playing time as a freshman, but I was struggling a little bit. But I just so happened to be in the game. Let's just say that. So it was 10 seconds left. I was in the corner, and I was sweating. I was like nervous about this one. When I talk about that, I was nervous because when it comes to my coach in JUCO, that man loves to run. He'll come up with anything. We're gonna run anything, any punishment. He'll come up with it. So when I shot this shot, I was thinking either we're gonna be on the line tomorrow, or this man is going to be giving me the biggest bear hug I have ever received from him in my life. And when I shot it, it went in. My high school coach was there. My high school team was there. My high school team was there. My high school coach was there. They got it on video. And I went in, and like the whole gym went crazy. Like I never seen my coach jump that high in his life in his dress shoes.
Yeah.
Everybody came on the court, like, like pushing on me and like, like hyping me up and stuff. And I I couldn't believe it. So I was just going crazy. I was just like, yeah, like, yeah. And then the second one, my second one, I'm gonna go with another like last second shot. We're playing in Tulane, and again we were down by 2. We're down by 2. Something like that. And I was like, we got the ball in. That was number one. Got the ball in, and they had like an extended like 2-3, and so they kind of like us guards like we pushed out kind of far like above the wings. So I was in the right wing, and like the ball, getting rotated around, trying to keep the ball away and stuff. And then just so happened to get in my hands, and I shot it. I couldn't tell you why I shot it because I don't even know. I could have did a layup, could have passed somebody, got a layup, but I shot the ball. And when I say when I seen the ball released from my hands and I was like just watching it go, I was like, yeah, they're about to be mad at me because it didn't look like it was going in. And so it hit the glass and went in, and I was like, oh, I got like like super hyped. The bench looked crazy. Like everybody like holding everybody back. I was like, oh, like they can't tell me nothing till we get in this locker room. Like I was going crazy. And we ended up winning the game and we got to the locker room. Like that was like, it was special because we beat them last year, my junior year, and we had the same kind of celebration, but it was even better my senior year because like I shot the go ahead 3-pointer, and then we got in the locker room. We were just going crazy, like coaches going crazy, like jumping, screaming, like a rave or something. Like it was crazy. That was funny. But yeah, that's it.
No, them sound like two incredible moments. You know, especially since it's memories that you're included in, you have that for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
If you can go pro in any other sport other than basketball, what would it be?
Oh, 100% volleyball. I'm a dog. I could have went D1 in volleyball. When I was playing in high school, I was also playing volleyball. My mom wanted me to go with volleyball because I don't even know, honestly. She knew that I was a bucket, either sport. But I love basketball and I was just really good at basketball. So I was like, I'm just gonna stick with basketball. But I was really cold. I could have really went I wouldn't say D1 out, but definitely could have like went crazy. I could definitely go pro still right now, honestly.
She said she got it like that.
Right. Were you like a good server? Like, were you like what?
Only thing I would probably say that I really could have got better at was being a setter, but hitter for being a hitter, was it 5? No, I'm over here saying 5. Yes, 5. So I was really good at the middle. So like I would block people, hit them in the face with the ball. Like I would come with my approach. I'm talking about Des. Like I was getting like my vertical was crazy in high school. I mean, it's kind of still crazy, but like I was a dog. I would hit people in the face with the ball, and it's not like personal. It's just that's where the ball was going. So like crazy, yeah. Volleyball for sure. I used to play tennis though too, Des. I don't even think you guys know about that. I could have been the next Serena Williams, low key. I had a trainer. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know that. Look, this is the whole point of the podcast. You know, we can learn more about you, and also let the world know about you. Let them know.
Yeah, I used to play tennis too. Yeah.
Well, all I'm gonna say is the tennis thing. That's me. Desmond don't know about no tennis, but I know about tennis. That's all me.
Hey, where you reside? Where you stay at?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, he's in Indiana too?
Yeah.
Okay, so Maya will be coming to Indiana for the camp. So if you want to get together, go to the tennis court. I can show you what's up. I can show you what I'm working with. Since
All right. Works for me.
Look, only thing I say is don't ask me for ish because I am out of shape, out of breath. I'm out of all sorts.
I'm gonna need to get you back in the gym, and we're gonna start running, man. Monday, tomorrow. What you doing tomorrow?
Please get and make sure you take tea with you too. Okay.
She retired. She's
yeah, it's a wrap for
she
that.
Definitely done. She definitely done.
No, not too much on my agent like that. She's a bucket.
Oh, she is. I will say it wholeheartedly. She is definitely a bucket, but she definitely said she's retired. I'll try to get her out multiple times. She said, "No, I'm retired." I was like, "Okay, all right."
we was playing ball outside earlier today before we came inside. So we'll see.
Oh man, I could have ran some hoops with y'all, man. You ain't say nothing.
Oh, that's cute.
It was like
my fault. It was the gotcha. Love basketball joint.
Basketball vibes there.
Yeah, that's what that was. That's what that was.
Okay. It was out there just shooting around, play a little 1-on-1.
Yeah, I was cool. It's all good.
Yeah, one of these days we'll try to have a hoop session outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So But if you could take over any organization, and this could be any organization, like you could take over Chase because you want to take all that money. You know, what organization would you choose?
Ooh, that's not even hard. Matter of fact, I would definitely take over the WNBA.
Hmm?
You might
She
ask me
said,
why. You might ask me why, and you should. I would take over the WNBA because I feel like they lack a real voice, like to really get them to really receive everything that they deserve as a league. Because when it comes to like everybody knows about like the equal pay, like the like the when it comes to the men's and the women's, like they don't have equal pay, and like that stereotype stuff when it comes to men and women. I feel like the WNBA could be so much, especially now for how many years like it's been around. Like I feel like definitely now, like if they could have more than that they have right now. So I feel like if I was to take over the WNBA organization, I would just be a voice, and I would just state like solid facts as to why like the women deserve equal pay, why they shouldn't have to go overseas to end up honestly making more than the men are making in their pay when they're playing in the NBA, because you got Brittany Griner over here making a mill, and that's more than some men are getting paid in the league. So I just feel like just they just need a voice when it comes to the WNBA, and like more people to back them as to why they deserve to be treated equally. I mean, a lot of things, but I think mainly that I would definitely take over the WNBA. And to open the door for a lot of other players to get in the WNBA, because I feel like it's so hard to get in there because of like politics and everybody's opinion, and just having to have connects and know certain people to open those doors. I feel like it's not really fair, because I know a lot of girls who should be playing in the league right now that aren't, that would give a lot of those girls a run for their money, in my opinion. I just feel like the whole 12 people roster is just unfair, because like you're just taking a lot of people's gyms away. And I mean, of course it comes like I feel like of course they're having like a certain amount of players that they can have on the roster because they don't have a lot of money in the league. So I get why, but they just need a voice and a lot of other things to get those doors open for those people who, deserve to be playing up there with those players. Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, I mean the league. First and foremost, the league does need to expand. As you mentioned, there's too many, not enough spots, but a lot of talent that's out there. Honestly, I think about this past draft, 108 people. Avail would be drafted only 36 picks, and not all those 36 picks gonna make a team because some of those teams only got maybe one or two slots open.
Right.
So
Now let me ask this: Do we? This is just for anybody, but do we think like the NBA got a G League or developmental league? Does a developmental league kind of help suffice some of that issue? I mean, you got more spots, but it's more of the sub level underneath, but you still kind of in the league to a degree.
I mean, 100%. I feel like anything that the NBA has for those basketball players who don't make the NBA league, I feel like the women should have the same thing. That's where I feel like it's not a lot of equality when it comes to both of them, because the men get so many more options, to still play the game, but you're forcing a lot of women to have to go across the country in a lot of different situations over there, getting treated just experience a lot of like, positive and negative situations over there just to get a check. And men are not struggling that hard, while you have women over here just, not getting fair treatment, in my opinion. That's how I feel. So yes, 100%. I feel like if they had a women's G League, that would definitely help. I mean, they do have a league now, for like it's called like Unlimited Athletes or something.
Yeah, Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, Athletes Unlimited. But I feel like they should even have something bigger than that too. Like, I mean, there was a lot of girls who did get picked up and got like training camp contracts and stuff, but I feel like they do deserve another league. And maybe even some more teams, honestly.
True.
Yeah.
True that. All right. So this is the last question, but the hardest question of all, but you probably know this off the top of your head. So
What? I'm nervous. Why do you do it like that?
Don't be nervous. Look, here we go. Where can people follow you out on socials and keep up with your career and keep up with everything that you got going on?
Instagram.
Okay, what's this Instagram name?
Yeah, they're not gonna like my name because it's difficult. But
I mean, it's gonna show up on the screen. So
yeah, it's gonna be the number one. It's gonna be the number name, like the number profile that pops up. So it's underscore my so underscore MAY okay, let me not lie. Hold on.
see, this could be the easiest question or the hardest question.
Okay, underscore MAYA. So the first Maya is 2 A's. The second Maya is 4 A's. Okay. And y'all can also go follow me on my TikTok. It's the same thing, but it's a vibe over there too. That's where you really see like my personality a little bit. All jokes a little bit. Most of them is really all jokes, so don't take a lot of it seriously, but kind of a little bit personal. Personality stuff.
Did you want to drop the socials for your clothing line?
Yes, I did. Thank you for reminding me that, Diz. My social for my clothing brand is called Official. Okay, wait, let me not lie again. OfficialMBClothing.co. So I can go follow that. And I have some merch coming soon. So, if y'all want to go buy, definitely buy. But also know why you're buying it because there's a message behind my brand. It's FR all the way.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for all the listeners, subscribers out there, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We really, really do appreciate all the reviews and all the feedback that you've given us so far. Continue to follow us and support us on your favorite social media platform, whether it be TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's at CTG_podcast. We're also on your favorite podcast network, whether it be Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You name it, we're on there. Maya, has been a pleasure once again. Appreciate you hopping on and much love and respect.
Thank you for having me.